Are you playing the odds or are you trusting in the promises of God? Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. I'm asking for your prayers today. I'm going to be traveling over the weekend to speak to the men at Stonebriar Community Church in Dallas, Texas, or in a retreat center close by, actually. Anyway, pray for me and these guys that they might know Jesus in a more intimate way, coming in contact with an understanding of who he is as declared by God's word. So over the last couple of days, we have listened to David's speech after coming out of the cave to address Saul. And today we finally get to hear how Saul responds in verses 16 through 19. It reads, "As soon as David had finished speaking these words to Saul, Saul said, 'Is that your voice, my son David?' And Saul lifted up his voice and wept. And wept. He said to David, 'You are more righteous than I, for you have repaid me good, whereas I have repaid you evil. And you have declared this day how you have dealt with me, and that you did not kill me when the Lord put me in your hands. For if a man finds his enemy, will he let him go away safe? So may the Lord reward you with good for what you have done to me this day.'" Okay. That's pretty interesting, is it not? I mean, after all that has happened, Saul's reaction is a bit strange, wouldn't you say? Almost bipolar. I mean, he shifts from being a sworn enemy of David to calling him son. A reminder that David actually is his son-in-law, despite his earlier rants where he referred to him only as the son of Jesse. But here Saul confesses his wrongdoing and David's righteousness. It's a moment of clarity, brief as it may be, where Saul recognizes David's honor and even asks God to reward him. Imagine that. I mean, who could have predicted this outcome? I mean, David has been hunted like an animal by Saul for years. Yet this moment reveals something profound. God's promises to David stand firm. God's promises stand firm. Despite the odds, despite Saul's anger, despite his jealousy, David's future as king remains secure because God declared it. You know, when we face tough times and feel like the odds are stacked against us, it's easy to think that God's promises won't hold up. But this text right here reminds us that no enemy, no circumstance, and no obstacle can thwart God's plans for us. Like David, we can trust God to be faithful to his word. So what promise from God do you need to hang on to today? In fact, I put a bunch below, about 7. I want you to read them. I want you to recall it and rely on that promise to you today, made by God's word. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else. And we'll see you right back here again tomorrow.